Lucy just takes a sip of champagne, accidentally finds that one of her teeth falls out, doesn't feel well, she coughs, but suddenly feels something more in her hand, takes a closer look for teeth, then her skin starts to break down. Lucy widens her eyes after sees such weird scene, but something even more terrifying happens. The skin on the back of Lucy's hand disappears completely, then the fingers slowly turn into powder. A man next to her is terrified by this scene. Seeing the reaction of the whole body becomes more and more obvious, Lucy immediately gets up and runs to the bathroom, completely disregarding the obstruction of the flight attendant. Seeing a woman wants to break in, the flight attendants hurry forward to stop. Unexpectedly, Lucy just waves her hand. The flight attendants fly out. Lucy then manages to close the deadbolt on the door before her fingers disappear, but it gets more serious. She finds that her face begins to deform, big eyes flow down like liquid. At this moment, she realizes something, immediately rummages in the bag, then pours the blue powder into her palm and eats it crazily. Although Lucy's eyes return to the original position, but it does not slow down the speed of making her disappear. Even the blue powder appears on her face. Then next, she is disintegrated into colorful dots of light. When Lucy wakes up, her pupils can change into various shapes, and she can sense everything that happens outside the door. However, just as she is about to leave the hospital, police with guns suddenly appear, but Lucy does not panic. Just when police named Pierre asks her to raise hands, she lightly waves her hand. Except Pierre, all other police fall to the ground instantly. Veteran Pierre is also intimidated. Then Lucy just looks at the gun. The bullets in Pierre's gun fall like raindrop. Then Lucy gets in the car. In her eyes, the cell phone signal also turns into lights of different colors. Then she fluctuates among the lights, finally finds what she needs. But what happened to Lucy? And the reason why she has this superpower is because she has a 50% developed brain, and it has happened since yesterday. Lucy is forcibly dragged into the hotel by several gangsters, and in his hand it is the drug the gangsters have been waiting for. In order to smoothly transport it abroad, they find Lucy and other 3 foreigners, hide the drug in their bellies, but Lucy's resistance angers the guard. He punches her to the ground, then kicks her hard in the stomach a few times. That's it. The packaging bag inside her body is broken, and this drug has a function of developing the brain. As the drug is continuously decomposed and absorbed in Lucy's body, her eyes also start to change. It is so painful that she is suspended on the wall and twitches. At this moment, her brain has been developed to 20%, much higher than 10% of ordinary people. After all this, Lucy suddenly becomes very calm. When the guard enters the secret room again, Lucy opens her legs to lure the guard. Just the second the guard stretches out his hand, Lucy walks out with the gun. Just a few shots and sends all the guards away. Then the widow hijacks a taxi. She's going to the hospital to get her stuff out. After entering the operating room, she shoots directly the patient who is still being rescued. Because her brain has developed to 20%, she knows that the patient is hopeless after seeing the CT image. Then Lucy threatens the doctor to take out the things in her body. When it is taken out, only to find out half of the drug has been absorbed. At this moment, her brain has been developed to 28%. When Lucy leaves the hospital, she finds that she could see the energy flowing in the tree trunk. To stop the gangsters from shipping this drug out, Lucy goes to the hotel where the gangsters are. After kills all guards, sitting quietly in front of gang leader who is enjoying, then she put her glowing hands on his head, invades his brain through brainwaves, gets flight information for 3 other people. Then she immediately calls police. Pierre sends the photos of the 3 to the computer through her mind. According to the information sent by Lucy, police quickly catch the other 3. He wants to stop Lucy to ask for clarification, but Lucy is anxious to find the other 3 packs of drug. Then, she rummages through the cell phone signal, successfully eavesdrops on the content of the gang leader's call. When the 2 rush to the hospital, they run into a gangster who got the drug and is about to leave. But what happened next is even more shocking. She just looks in front. An invisible wall blocks the gangster's path. No matter how much he gropes, he couldn't find any flaws. Seeing this, others all raise their guns. Then the gangs raise their fists and ready to fight. But what happened next is even weirder. Lucy just walks forward step by step. The gangsters fly uncontrollably to the ceiling one by one. Then Lucy walks up to the man in the suit, calmly takes away the box containing the drug. The man could only grit his teeth and watch Lucy leave. Then Lucy finds Norman, a professor who studies the development of the human brain. She wants to leave the knowledge she has learned to mankind before she dies. She begins to answer questions from the professors. Her brain has developed to 60% now, already possesses incredible abilities. She tells the professors, every cell knows how to communicate with each other. Cells, by constantly communicating and combining, change in different forms, and numbers are not units of measurement. There are no numbers in the world, the only thing that can measure everything is time. Then Lucy shows them a moving car. If the speed is increased to the limit, then the car will disappear, and this proves that time is the only standard of measurement. This advanced theory instantly subverts the cognition of professors. However, at this moment, Gang Leader has led gangs into the laboratory building to keep them from snatching this dangerous drug. Meanwhile, in order to explore what happens when the brain is developed to 100%, Lucy decides to absorb all the remaining drugs. Soon after, all the drug is absorbed by Lucy. Lucy's hands begin to deform, absorbs all energy and things that can be absorbed around her, then takes the professors to an all-white space and builds a supercomputer, and at this time, the brain has been developed to 90% and Lucy already has the ability to travel through time and space and controls the flow of time. The second she makes contact with the ape man's finger, Lucy's thinking goes to space and sees the origin and destruction of the universe. But at this time, Gang Leader is already standing behind her with a gun. Crucial moment, Lucy's brain has finally been developed to 100%. After a burst of shooting, he finds that only Lucy's clothes are left on the chair, sees Lucy disappears. He angrily points the gun at everyone. At this time, Pierre arrives in time, shoots Gang Leader to death, and at this time, a USB flash drive sticks out of the supercomputer. It stores all the knowledge that human beings have worked hard to explore. Pierre is also curious about where Lucy goes. Unexpectedly, his cell phone rings. Now Lucy has merged into the world, exists everywhere in the world. This is the end of the movie. If the human brain could be fully developed, could interstellar travel become a reality?